Well, today marks the launch of the economic impact study into the 2011 Spring Racing Carnival, and Minister for Racing Denis Napthine was joined by Racing Victoria CEO Rob Hines and champion jockey Craig Williams to unveil the key results.
Once again, the Spring Racing Carnival has delivered enormous jobs and economic benefit to this great state of Victoria. The 2011 Carnival delivered a gross economic benefit to Victoria of $579 million. That's an 8.4% increase on 2010. Total attendances were up by 4.2% to 692,000. Some of the key things that the report finds is that racegoers spent $44 million on fashion items, including over 70,000 hats and fascinators, nearly 60,000 pairs of shoes, and $9.4 million on personal grooming. In addition to that, $37 million was spent on food and beverages and $32 million on accommodation. Indeed, the Spring Racing Carnival attracted 78,000 visitors from overseas and interstate, and they delivered an enormous number of jobs, accommodation and bed nights in this great state, delivering a total benefit of $113 million to Victoria.
This is an outstanding result. As the Minister said, tough economic times, up 8% in total economic benefit, up 6% in direct benefit. Attendance is up. The racing was outstanding. The international participation was very significant, with over 7 countries participating in our carnival. And in addition, of course, we had for the second year, a French horse, Denis, winning the Melbourne Cup. The internationalisation of our carnival has really added value to the entire Spring Carnival, not just to the Melbourne Cup. And we're seeing that in these numbers. And in a time where the Australian dollar is really at its highest for a number of years, to produce these kind of numbers is quite outstanding. So we'd like to thank the Victorian Government for their support of racing. We'd like to thank the Victorian people for their support of the Spring Racing Carnival. And we hope that everybody will come out and make this year's event, well, perhaps September, October, November in 2012 might see another high watermark for the Spring Racing Carnival.
There's no greater place to be that week here for the Spring Carnival. As we always also talked about, the 60 days. You know, its magnitude, as you said, goes from Anangatang to Barnsdale to the centre here, which is Flemington. I feel very privileged and fortunate to be a Victorian jockey and competing, and especially with these economic terms, we're one of the countries and definitely one of the states that have actually increased instead of stagnated. So I'm very fortunate to be a Victorian jockey.